You found the G-spot. Unscrewed with Martin Sargent's next.
Coming up tonight, an animal communicator who has a tremendous rapport with all God's creatures, but especially horses. Plus, why cleaning your colon might take 5 to 10 pounds off the scale. And finally, intern Joey practices dentistry on some guy that cut him off in traffic. Hey everyone, I'm Laura Swisher, and guess what you're watching? It was Unscrewed. You didn't figure it out. And here he is, a man who overcame a life-threatening addiction to fluoride. Dental hygiene survivor, Martin Sargent.
How's everyone doing? Thanks so much for coming. Great to have you in the audience. Fantastic. What a wonderful crowd we have. So much fun to be in the audience, isn't it? Laura, thank you very much. Yes, I broke the dental hygiene addiction. I'm off the hygiene now. I quit cold turkey. Thank you.
We are so proud of you.
I don't brush anymore, no flossing anymore, no gargling. I feel fantastic.
You know what? You reek of Crest. You reek of it. You've fallen off. Martin,
I needed a little something, just a little pop to get ready for the show, all right? Just a little. I just rubbed a little bit on my gums, okay? Hey everyone, welcome to Unscrewed, the show that's like an undiscovered tribe living naked, wild, and unashamed deep within the rainforest of internet culture. I'm Martin Sargent, but my people call me Tupi. So listen, I read this article on CNN.com the other day about this isolated tribe deep in the Brazilian rainforest who, amazingly, don't have any words or symbols for numbers. Yeah, it was the title of the article that caught my eye. Tribe has best excuse for poor math skills. Apparently, this lack of numbers is incredibly rare, even amongst jungle peoples. So rare that as we speak, a bunch of scientists and linguists are making the journey up the Amazon, risking fever, head shrinking, and crippling swamp dick just to learn how they exist without any numbers. And my first thought was, finally, some poor bastard's worse at math than we are here in America. But then I got kind of pissed off. It started me thinking, hell, we've existed and existed damn well without math skills since the 50s, and now some hotshot jungle tribe is trying to steal our math illiteracy thunder, you know? And the only excuse is, oh, we don't have numbers. We don't have numbers. Well, la-di-da, no numbers. At least here in America, we have the balls to admit that we come by our lack of math skills the old-fashioned way, by doing bong hits. Yeah. There you go. It's clear that the youth of America is stoned to their glazed-eyed gills about 90% of the time nowadays. And yeah, you laugh it up, you stoners out there. But while you're sitting under your blacklight, carving corn lyrics in your forearm with a rusty butterfly knife, other kids around the world are getting ahead by engaging in creative self-improvement projects like sticking deep-sea fishing rods through their faces. Here in America, the most creative thing we do is making bongs out of pineapples. So let me tell you something. Those scientists, those fancy scientists need to forget the Amazon and stay right here and figure out what the hell to do about my cousin Steve, who hasn't come out of his basement in 2 years. Yeah, so take that no numbers crap back to the jungle hut. We invented lack of math skills, and we do it better than anybody on Earth, numbers or not. USA! 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 That's all. Thanks, but seriously though, I mean, drugs, we know this, drugs really can rot your brain and produce some stunning errors in judgment, as this next web clip is proof of. Takes me back to my days of touring with fish. Now, that kid actually, he wasn't high on pills. That was actually some footage of how ecstatic you get when you come see a taping of Unscrewed. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Let's see this. Look how happy you get when you come see a taping of Unscrewed. Let's take another quick look at that. This is actually the parking lot scene outside the Unscrewed studio here. Yeah, he sure enjoyed Unscrewed. You know, side effects of seeing a taping of the show include grinding your teeth, sleeplessness, serotonin depletion, and having sex with ugly strangers. But anyway, you can, to get your tickets to see the show, it's worth it, isn't it? What you gotta do? Go to g4techtv.com/unscrewed and click on the tickets button. They're free. It's all free. Please come see us, all right? All right, tonight's show. If you haven't already figured it out, tonight's show is lousy with entertainment. A veritable banquet of laughs. It's filthy with fun, ain't it, Laura? Sure is. Rafaela Pope is here, and she's going to let us in on the thoughts, dreams, and deepest fears of an animal communicator. She talks to the animals.
Yes, I can't wait to witness it.
We're going to learn quite a bit because, you know, cats have so much to say. And we'll teach you how to drop 10 pounds the old-fashioned way out of your colon. Right out of the colon. Drop it the juice.
There's some footage, by the way. You can't. You gotta. You
know, when we do product tests in the show, we actually test the products. This one included.
Yeah.
So you really want to stick around for that. But first, nothing says fun and good times like old people. Here to prove it is Unscrewed's oldest technology correspondent, Harold Eugene Fenwick, in a little segment we call Golden Tech.
And now, a moment of golden tech, as remembered by Harold Eugene Fenwick.
So, Mr. Fenwick, can you tell me about the very first...
No!
the very first time...
No!
Mr. Fenwick, is everything okay?
Yeah, we're a little sick.
A puddle of sick?
That's right. I'll be goddamn, there's a possum up there.
No, that's the microphone, Mr. Fenwick.
How in the goddamn hell does a possum get hung up there like that?
Mr. Fenwick, it's an expensive microphone, please.
Get a possum down.
Harold Eugene Fenwick, you know, America's seniors really are a great natural resource, especially if you're trying to get your hands on some high-quality prescription drugs, right?
Yeah! Amen to that.
Okay, and that's it. That's the last time I'm going to mention drugs tonight, I promise.
Pot.
I promise. No. Look at these people. These are the people who watch this show. Bunch of burnouts, man. Get your lives in order. All right, there's more. When we come back, we'll talk with animal mind reader Rafaela Pope, who, in turn, will talk with a horse. Stick around. Unscrewed. So, if animals could talk, what would they say? My next TV friend knows because she's a professional telepathic animal communicator. Here's the author of The Wisdom of the Animals, Rafaela Pope. How you doing, Rafaela? So great to have you here on the program. This is amazing. This is a skill that I think we all wish that we had. When did you first begin communicating with animals?
Well, I think that we actually all do have the talent and the ability. I think everybody has telepathic ability. We tend to suppress it or diminish it when we get speech. People can get it back. I teach a lot. I think everybody can do it. As another friend of mine, though, says, actually the co-writer of the book, yeah, some people do it better. Yo-Yo Ma plays the...
Yo-Yo Ma can talk to animals?
Plays the cello better than most
okay,
of us.
you're right. I got it. So you're kind of like that. You're like the horse whisperer.
Something like that.
Do you like horses?
I do. I love horses.
We actually have a clip here of how much you love horses. No, not that kind of clip. This is a great horse.
Careful.
Here it is. Rafaela actually communicating with the horse. So take a look at that.
He says, "Where's your horse?" Simon, my horse lives up in Washington. He's not here. He is not here. He says, "Do you talk to him? Do you ask him these kinds of questions?" Well, no, I'm sort of a little bit more mundane. I'm cleaning paddocks and putting hay out and cleaning feet.
Okay, so we just saw the tape. You were actually having a conversation with that horse, like I'm having a conversation with you right now.
I was, yes.
And was it kind of a one-sided conversation? Was like the horse like, give me oats. Give me oats. I'm going to crap uncontrollably right now. Is it that kind of thing? What do they say to you?
Well, usually people ask specific questions about health or behavior are the most typical things that people call about. In this case, I think that Suzanne, this person's horse, had just asked me a question about, the question has gone out of my mind, but he was just feeling very, very comfortable, very, very at home. And this is a horse I've talked to a lot.
Now,
a
how
lot,
smart is
you
a
know.
horse like that, really? I mean, because you always hear like they have like the brain of a 3-year-old or something like that. Are they smarter than that? Are they capable of higher reasoning?
Yes. Well, yes. Yes. They certainly are capable of higher reasoning. And they are also capable of a higher order of philosophic thought than they're normally given credit for. Sure.
Do you ever talk to like scary animals like spiders? You just try to avoid things like that. What does a spider have to say? Are they like, I'm going to bite you? I mean, these are like evil animals, you know? You don't want to talk to a spider.
Actually, I have to say that my conversations with spiders have mostly been one-sided. I put the cup down in the sink and I say, okay, I need you to get in, and then I'll take you outside. And usually they get in, and I put a paper towel over the top.
Really?
And
I just turned the faucet on and watched that water go right down the drain. You know what I'm saying? Are some animals really not cool to talk to at all? Like some animals gotta be just like big dicks, you know? You just don't want to deal with them.
Some animals are not interested in talking to humans. Some animals, some animals just have absolutely no interest in the human world. They think we're kind of a lost cause.
Like which ones?
Well, I think it's quite individual, just like it's, people are very individual. It's not a species thing. It's
are animals?
Some birds might not be interested in talking to you.
Some specific animals might not want to chat, but not necessarily like
whole species.
all parrots. Well, I guess they talk anyway.
No, right. No, parrots are very interested in the human world, actually. Yeah.
So you're talking about individual animals being different. Like if you go to like a chicken farm or whatever, are all the chickens that different from one another? Like some like cool chickens, some evil chickens, some like
I wouldn't say
lesbian
evil.
chickens. I don't
well,
know.
Yes, I suppose that's very possible. But yeah, I think chickens are just as capable of individuation.
Are chickens more stupid than horses?
I don't think either of them are stupid.
Neither one is stupid?
No.
All right, well, we had you work with our executive producer, Paul Block, who has a dog named Lucky L.A. Lapuji. You guys talked before the show. Here we'll call him Pooji for short. I guess my first question would be, Paul, why the hell did you name your dog Lucky L.A. Lapuji?
What were you talking about, bongs before?
Right, there's no accounting for her.
Well, we're not asking Paul questions.
No, that's right.
We're
talking
asking
about
the dog questions.
Right.
Paul,
Otherwise, she'd be a Paul whisperer.
Right. What did you want to know about your dog? You've had this dog for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
I wanted to know, we've had him for 11 years, and before that he lived someplace else, and I don't know anything about it, so I wanted to know where he lived. And Rafaela he didn't remember. All he could remember was a sobbing college-age woman.
Wait a minute. You sure you're not talking about my life? Because I had a hell of a weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? No, what was the sobbing college-age woman? What did that have to do with the dog?
When I asked him about his life before he came to live with Paul, that was the only thing I got, was this young woman crying. And it doesn't jive at all with the story that Paul has from the animal shelter, which is that
Well, anything's
he was
possible.
running loose with 2 other large dogs, and they were all covered with grease. I don't know.
But anything's possible.
Yeah,
Amazing stuff.
yeah.
He might have gotten covered with grease by a sobbing young college woman.
Or maybe she saw him and sobbed as a result of it. I don't know.
Did Pooji, did she talk? Did you talk any smack about Paul? Do you need to be rescued? Anything? Paul's a good owner. It's all okay.
I think so. I think it's
Sure
probably.
about that?
I think so. I think we can trust him.
He named my kitten, too.
You named the kitten. The dog came up with a name
Came
for your
up
new
with a
kitten?
name for the kitten.
What name?
Mike.
Well, the one thing we've learned from this whole interview is that Paul's dog has no imagination. Raphael, thank you so much for coming on the program. Paul, Pooji, thanks so much. Gotta check out the book. Lots of great stories and a really good read. Did the dog tell you that? It's The Wisdom of the Animals, and Raphael's website is raphaelapope.com. All right. So how clean is your colon? If you're like most Americans, it's about 10 pounds too dirty. Find out what to do about it next. All right, welcome back, Tech. Did you know that the average American has about 5 to 10 pounds of toxic crap impacted in their colon? That's right. Well, that's okay. Luckily, our next friend swears he has developed a way to flush the proverbial pipes. Via Netcam from Oakham, Massachusetts, here's the president of Blessed Herbs, creators of the colon cleansing kit, Michael Volchak. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Martin. How you doing?
I'm great. Wonderful to have you on the program here. All right, let's just cut to the chase. What is 5 to 10 pounds of extra weight doing in my colon? What is it and why is it there?
It's there because we have so much toxins in our environment from air, water, food, that the body can't process and eliminate it all. It doesn't know what to do with it, so it takes mucus from your system and surrounds it and wraps it up and impacts it on the colon wall.
So that's not normal run-of-the-mill dookie. That's something different.
Does it have another name besides number 2 when it's impacted?
Yeah, the inside number 2, that's what it is, Laura.
So that most Americans have that stuff, and what, it just sticks to the colon wall, right?
It does. Even vegetarians, even under the best diets, there's just too much toxins in our environment we're exposed to, and the body's only built to get rid of so much of it, and it just can't get it out. It can't flush it out. It can't keep up with the waste material, so it just saves it.
Is it possible for people to have more than 5 to 10 pounds if they have a really bad diet?
Well, I understand that USA Today reported once that John Wayne, in an autopsy, had 40 pounds of mucoid plaque.
John Wayne had 40 pounds?
Yeah.
Is that like the record?
No, I think I heard Elvis Presley had 60.
Oh, man. That's disgusting. Well, you come up with a solution. Unfortunately, those guys couldn't use it. How does your kit work?
Our kit involves a 5-day fast, drinking organic apple juice, and taking 2 products we have. One's called Toxin Absorber. There's 4 herbs mixed together that act like a sponge and a magnet. And when you drink the apple juice with the Toxin Absorber, it absorbs the mucoid plaque. It pulls it right off the intestinal wall, and it comes out in very gentle, easy bowel movements.
You said, sounds pretty explosive to me. How much does this all cost?
$89.50 kit is what it costs.
That's good value. That's good value. I hear that there are some pretty bad mood swings associated with the cleaning process. Is that true?
Well, I haven't heard that too much. Anytime you go on some kind of a cleanse, change your diet, just do all Big Macs or do all grapefruit juice or anything, your body's going to do some reaction because it's not used to doing. It's used to what it knows. But I guess someone at your place had a lot of mood swings.
Oh, yeah, a lot of mood swings. We're going to prove it. Michael, we're going to talk to her. Thank you very much for being on the program, all right?
Sure.
There he is, Michael Bolshock. Well, like I was saying, we at Unscrewed never take their word for it, so we tested the colon cleanser with the help of our booking manager. I give you Heather.
So I'm about to have my first toxin absorber. Oh, that looks bad. That looks really bad. Look at that. Ugh. Oh. Mmm. Pretty. Mmm. Somebody bring me my phone.
Man, here she is to talk about her experience with the Unscrewed booker, Heather Thurston. Heather, how you doing? Here's my first point. So the inventor of this said, no, there's usually not mood swings. So what the hell is going on with you for the past week?
I wasn't aware that you would be bringing that up.
I'm sorry. Let's just talk about the product. What was it like to cleanse your colon using this method?
It was good and bad. It was up and down. There was a lot of out, not in. All I can say is you need to do both of the things. You can't just do one and not the other because this is like poo glue. It makes stuff stick.
What is this stuff?
Yeah,
This is what
I
you
challenge
drink?
you to have a little,
Yeah,
take a
whatever.
little sippy poo. Come on, try it. I did it for you. Yeah, good. Come on, try it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's actually really good.
No.
Yes,
no,
it
no,
is.
no. So
It's
if
like
you just
eggnog.
have that, then you don't go. Or if you just do the pills, all you do is go.
Were you just crapping for like the past week nonstop?
Pretty much,
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much,
gross.
yeah.
And the
So-
stuff like we saw in the pictures there, that's the kind of stuff that's real.
I did have some mucoid plactoid. It looked like something from another planet. And then I was like really excited because I was like, I gotta get this stuff out of me. And then I went a little too overzealous with the pills, and then all of a sudden it was like goopy, and then I went a little too
All
crazy
right,
with
that's
this.
enough. That's enough. We got around. Last question. Did it work though? Do you think you lost the 5 to 10 pounds?
No. In fact, I don't know how. I think it's still in my 7-foot-long colon. I think I'm relegated to using this the rest of my life. But,
Heather, thank you so much for doing this for us. That's a good employee right there. That is determination. Hey, if any of you want to clean out your exhaust pipe, check out blessedherbs.com. Yeah. After the break, footage of me locked in mortal hand-to-hand combat with television's Matt LeBlanc. But first, a bit of this unscrewed business.
Hey there.
Hey,
What's going on this week?
I got a few things lined up I'm really looking forward to.
Not doing much, are ya? How about you come join the Unscrewed audience? G4TechTV.com/Unscrewed.
See you around.
picture. She's drinking it. Oh,
Wait,
man. Why are you
I've got
doing
a great
that?
slogan. Zoom in. Here, look. Got colon cleanse?
You shouldn't be doing that. You're a stand-up comic. What happens if you're up on stage and all of a sudden, whoa, man, you got to drop some mud? What are you going to do then?
I guess I get off stage, go to the bathroom. Why are we still talking about this?
That. I don't know.
This is
That's all the
gross.
time we have. I'll have to fight Matt LeBlanc another night. Thanks to my friends Rafaela Pope, Shalom Volchak, Harold Eugene Fenwick, Heather Funston, Paul Block, Poogie the dog, and of course the Switch.
Hey!
We all gotta get out of here. We'll see you at the bar, everyone.
I hate Adam Sessler.
I'd rather suck on a urinal puck than play this game.
Why does he get to play video games and review video games on a show about video games? Why does he get to spend every day with Morgan Webb?
We've got a preview of the hottest new releases.
Yeah!
Obsessed with video games? Watch X Play with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. Weeknights at 11.